So the car's now on the grid, ready to start what will be race 10 of a 12 race season for Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. Yesterday, we saw Kalle Rovanperä mastering the treacherous conditions to come home and take the top step of the podium. It was Niels Langeveld who came home in second place. These two drivers really conquering what were such challenging conditions for these drivers. But for my money, star of the show was third place. Draker Janssen came from 8th place on the grid in conditions that were, frankly, terrifying, to finish in third place. And a lot of the drivers after the race yesterday were commenting on how hazardous it was out there, particularly in turn 2, which in normal conditions is taken at about 235 kilometers an hour, but not so yesterday in the wet conditions. The drivers were aquaplaning on turn 2 especially. After the race, Dirk Schouten said it was a scary race to drive. He had no visibility at all. He was aquaplaning at over 230 kilometers an hour. Sam Yongyan said it was the scariest race of his life. And I have to say, hats off to these drivers who gave us an entertaining half a race yesterday. Half points were awarded because the race did not go the full distance. So Dirk Schouten was able to extend his lead at the top of the championship by 10.5 points. Yes, we've had half points awarded, so now we're dealing with half points for the rest of the season. Dirk Schouten, 10.5 points clear of Paul Meyer. Benjamin Pack in third place. 30.5 points back. There are still 9 drivers in the running, but one of them is Robin Knutsen. Robin was one of the drivers who had the issue with aquaplaning on turn 2 during free practice on Friday. Had a fairly sizable accident and is unable to take part in the rest of this weekend. We say get well soon, Robin Knutsen. We look forward to seeing you back in Zolder for the next round. The cars are now on the grid, and very, very shortly we will be getting ready to go. There will be 2 formation laps for this race, and the race will be reduced to 28 minutes plus 1 lap. That is because of the conditions. So the 2 formation laps will allow the drivers to get heat into the tyres as much as possible and into the brakes. It does mean that the race is then shortened by 2 minutes to make up for that. And for the second day running, it's Benjamin Pack who starts on pole position with Sasha Norden alongside him. Sasha Norden, who was able to move up a place in the overall championship as a result of his finish yesterday. Keep an eye on row 2 of the grid. It will be Dirk Schouten who will be starting in third place, and yesterday's winner, Kalle Rovanperä, the 2 times World Rally Champion, reveling in these slippery conditions. Niels Langeveld was also very dialed in yesterday. He starts from 5th place, and he has Sam Yongyan alongside him. Sam, who very much stole the show in similar conditions to this time last year here at the Red Bull Ring. Nick Ho and Paul Meyer line up on row 4 of the grid, and Paul Meyer, who is second in the championship with that 10.5 point deficit, will be very keen to be making progress to catch up with Dirk Schouten. Sam Yongyan is our leading rookie qualifier in 6th place on the grid. Our leading Pro-Am qualifier is Yanni Kakea. He lines up 15th on the grid. He currently leading the Pro-Am standings, and a difficult day for Jules Grau yesterday means that Yanni Kakea has a 7.5 point lead over Jules Grau in the Pro-Am standings. Mike Rosenberg is still in the battle, but he is 50.5 points back. So a bit of a mountain to climb for Mike Rosenberg, as Ziad Geris is 58 points adrift in the Pro-Am Championship. As far as the Rookie Championship goes, there are now just 2 drivers that can potentially take the Rookie Championship. Cobra Powell's leads with 183.5 points ahead of Sam Yongyan, who has 167. So Sam Yongyan in a good position to close up on that 16.5 point deficit to Cobra Powell's. Cobra, who starts in 10th place, and Yongyan, who starts in 6th place. So the first two formation laps are now commencing, and you can see conditions still are very slippery. I believe the rain has stopped coming down. There is an awful lot of snow around in Austria at the moment, some massive snowfalls higher up in the Austrian Alps. Of course, a bit lower down here in the Styrian Mountains, it's coming down as rain, which is not great at all, but we are going to try and get this race going. We're going to try and get it run. We're going to try and go the full distance if we possibly can. We're at the Red Bull Ring in Spielberg, a circuit that is 4.318 kilometers around with 10 turns, 7 to the right and 3 to the left. We have a steep uphill towards turn 3, but that is probably the best overtaking opportunity. So the cars now on that first of the two formation laps, trying to get heat into the tyres and into the brakes. It is race 10 of the season, and after this there are just 2 races left, and after this event in the points championship there are just 51 points available. So the visibility, you can see, is very, very poor, but we need to get this going, and I have to say 10 out of 10 for all the drivers and all the teams who have been enduring some horrendous conditions here at the Red Bull Ring. It's been pretty awful from the moment they arrived here on Thursday, free practice and then the qualifying sessions as well. And we just kind of want to get this race done, and I think a lot of the marshals who have been out in these conditions will want to just get warmed up and get back home. I thought that Walter Zwier summed it up well in his social media post. He just said, wets, slicks, stay at home and drink hot chocolate. And I think that is probably reflecting the thoughts of many people who are watching here. But this is why these drivers are the modern day gladiators. They conquer these conditions and they show enormous bravery, as we look at Kalle Rovanperä, who got out in front yesterday, and in doing that he was able to have a clear track in front of him, and he didn't have the issues with spray that the drivers behind had, and it took an awful lot of courage for the drivers behind just to keep on it and to keep accelerating into the mist when the visibility is so poor. But the cars now in slightly better conditions than yesterday on the second of the formation laps, and very, very shortly we will be getting ready to get this race underway. So to remind you, Dirk Schouten leads the champ. So the car's now on the grid. Hopefully some heat into the tyres and into the brakes. They have clearance from the back that we are ready to go. This is Porsche Carrera Benelux, and we are go for race 10 of the season. A good start from Benjamin Pack in towards turn 1. Look at Dirk Schouten up on the outside into turn 1. 3 abreast around the outside. It's Dirk Schouten who takes the lead from the second row of the grid. What a start from Dirk Schouten. The rest of the cars coming through around the treacherous turn 2 they come, and now up the steep hill. But in the background, Benjamin Pack trying to take that lead back. Kalle Rovanperä up to 3rd place already as well. Not a great start for Sasha Norden. Draker Janssen, the hero from yesterday, going deep into turn 3. He's able to rejoin. There's also some dramas further back. I think that might be Mike Rosenberg who's getting caught up. But look at this from the second row. Dirk Schouten leading the way in towards turn 4. But Kalle Rovanperä having a look to the outside. Pulls it to Benjamin Pack in 3rd place, trying to come back, but the first 2 breaking clear. There's a car going wide into the gravel. He's able to keep it going. I can't see who that is at the moment, but Kalle Rovanperä, yesterday's winner, already putting the pressure on the Dirk Schouten. Rovanperä goes spinning into the gravel trap. now. Can he keep it moving? Can he rejoin Kalle Rovanperä after such a strong challenge? Yesterday's winner spinning off into the gravel. That's taken the pressure off Dirk Schouten, who now leads the way. Benjamin Pack into second place. Niels Langeveld in third place. Keep an eye on him. He was so quick yesterday. Sascha Norden, Sam Jongjan challenging Sascha Norden as well. Brilliant stuff from Sam Jongjan. That's Nick Ho going wide in the background. Draker Janssen has been able to rejoin. That's Domas Radonis, who goes spinning as well out of turn 11 on the pit straight, out of turn 10 on the pit straight, up towards turn 1. Once again, Dirk Schouten leading the way. He's broken clear of Benjamin Pack. You can see how difficult it is with the cars sliding around the corner. Traction absolutely at a premium here, but what a drive for Dirk Schouten. Kalle Rovanperä, yesterday's winner, is able to rejoin, but he is at the absolute back of the pack. So having another look here at that moment, it was Kalle Rovanperä challenging for the lead. He saw a gap on the inside of Dirk Schouten, but just no traction there. The back end of the car swapping ends with the front. And the number 69 Kalle Rovanperä car going spinning off into the gravel trap, moving Benjamin Pack up into second place. There's Alex Ryman in the background, who's also challenging for position. And there was Nick Ho and Domas Radonis. Radonis on the inside, going spinning, fortunately keeping out of the way of the other cars coming around turn 10, so no issues there. You can see a bit of a dry patch, heaven forbid a dry patch here at the Red Bull Ring this weekend, appearing on the track as Dirk Schouten doing exactly what he needs to do from third place on the grid, leading this race. Benjamin Pack in second place, still challenging for positions further back. Niels Langeveld and Sascha Norden. So Sascha Norden getting past Niels Langeveld, the driver who was so strong in the wet conditions yesterday. Sam Jongjan there as well, but Sascha Norden trying to push forwards, the driver who won in the Pro-Am Championship last year, going for the overall title this year. So Sascha Norden, who moves up into third place. Sascha Norden, who's currently 7th in the Drivers' Championship. The car's sliding around the corner, the driver searching for as much traction as they can find. There is Alex Ryman in the number 47 car for S1 Racing. He's in 7th place. So 24 minutes and 10 seconds of this race remaining, plus the obligatory one lap. It is Dirk Schouten who leads the way ahead of Benjamin Pack. Sascha Norden really enjoying these conditions at the moment. The number 21 JW Race Service car in that third place ahead of Niels Langeveld. Keep an eye on Sam Jongjan in the background. The green and black car in towards turn 4, under braking behind Niels Langeveld. There's a gap on the inside of Niels Langeveld, but Langeveld has that quicker line around the corner. Sascha, the 65 car of Sam Jongjan, beg your pardon, finally pulling alongside. The two cars running absolutely side by side. Niels Langeveld just giving him a bit of a squeeze, and Jongjan having to back out of it. So Niels Langeveld just holding on to that position, but Sam Jongjan looking very rapid indeed. It's number 10 versus number 65. Niels Langeveld in 4th place, Sam Jongjan in 5th place. And Jongjan appears to have better traction at the moment, but there are still 23 minutes plus one lap remaining of this race. Out towards turn 10 they come, out onto the pit straight once again. There is a bit of rain in the air, but we're hoping it's going to stay dry. Niels Langeveld with the windscreen wiper running out along the pit straight. It's a drag race in towards turn 1. They're heavy braking. Sam Jongjan going to go the long way around in the background. Cobra Powell's ready to jump in if a gap appears. The number 22, Cobra Powell's the rookie championship leader, now getting involved in this battle. To remind you, Jongjan and Powell's are the two drivers that are competing for the rookie championship title. Cobra Powell's would dearly love to get past. Look in the background, Draker Janssen, after that early spin, up into 8th place, already challenging Alex Ryman. Once again, the star of yesterday's show, Draker Janssen, starting to challenge for position. Now it is Sam Jongjan who finds a route alongside Niels Langeveld, but Langeveld has the line into the corner, but he goes deep into the corner. Now Sammy Jongjan has the inside line, and it's Jongjan who comes through. He sweeps through into that 4th place, but Langeveld coming back again. What a fight for fourth place in the background. Cobra Powell's waiting to get involved as well, but it's finally advantage Sam Yongyan after such a battle with Niels Langeveld. Yongyan up into that fourth place. Phenomenal stuff from the number 65 car. So now Sam Yongyan setting out after Sasha Norden up the road. Sasha Norden, who is a couple of seconds up the road from Sam Yongyan, about 2.8 seconds to be precise. Already breaking clear of Cobra Powell, who now has also found a route past Niels Langeveld. But keep an eye on Draker Janssen, the number 17 car, running alongside the number 10 car. Along the pit straight they come. Draker Janssen just out dragging Niels Langeveld into turn one, moving up a position. So Draker Janssen up into sixth place despite that earlier moment on the opening lap. Draker Janssen pulling clear of Niels Langeveld now in the number 10 car. Alex Ryman just behind him as well. It's Dirk Schouten who continues to lead the way, but what a fight for the places we have. Benjamin Pack in second place, then Sasha Norden, then Sam Yongyan, then Cobra Powell and Draker Janssen having pulled clear of Niels Langeveld. In eighth place is Alex Ryman, Jurien de Back and Nick Ho rounding out the top 10. This is a challenge for position. Jurien de Back in that ninth place. Nick Ho in 10th place now. So Jurien de Back, another of the drivers mastering these conditions, had a difficult day yesterday, but Jurien de Back in ninth place, pushing forwards. Our leading rookie driver is Sam Yongyan, who is in fourth place at the moment. Our leading Pro-Am driver, Yanni Kakea, who is in 11th place overall. Second in the Pro-Ams is Jules Grau, and he is in 14th place overall in this race. Great stuff, some real skill being shown by the drivers, none more so than Dirk Schouten. Started from P3 on the grid in the sunshine at the Red Bull Ring. We didn't expect to be saying that today. Breaking clear of Benjamin Pack in third place. Benjamin Pack with Sasha Norden closing in on him, and you get the feeling there's going to be a challenge for position in second place before too long, but Dirk Schouten looking to have this under control. Kalle Rovanperä after that spin up into 18th place at the moment, but he is some 23 seconds back from the race leader. Going to be picking up the places as he goes, but a podium position looking to be a little bit out of the question for the number 69 car. There is Sam Yongyan after that great battle. Then it is Cobra Powell, then Draker Janssen once again on what is becoming a trademark charge here at the Red Bull Ring. The number 17 car up into sixth place. There's first, second, third. Looking down at turn 4, there is Sam Yongyan keeping it together in the fourth place ahead of Cobra Powell. Race leader, Dirk Schouten, clear of Benjamin Pack. Pack now getting closed in by Sasha Norden, then Sam Yongyan, then Cobra Powell in the 22 car, and then Draker Janssen. That is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that is the battle for fourth place that you are witnessing at the moment. The battle of fourth place between Sam Yongyan, Cobra Powell, and Draker Janssen. So Dirk Schouten looking to have this under control. No such luxury for Benjamin Pack, our pole sitter. He started on pole yesterday, fell back through the pack, got a little bit wide on one of the corners and ended up coming home in 10th place. Now under pressure for that second place because Sasha Norden, man on a mission alongside. Down the pit straight they come, up into turn 1, sweeping past, stealing the position away as Sasha Norden into second place. Struggling to get it slowed down into turn 1. The drivers have to be careful of track limits despite the slippery conditions. The stewards do take a zero tolerance approach to track limits once this race is underway. We're approaching the halfway point of the race, and Benjamin Pack trying to fight back at Sasha Norden. So Sasha Norden in that second place, holding on for all he's worth from Benjamin Pack. Car 92 now trying to come back for that second place. They race absolutely flat out along towards turn 2 and up towards turn 3 they come. Sasha Norden in second place, looks to have it covered off from Benjamin Pack. The race leader around to turn 6 at the moment in dry conditions. It is a corner that's taken in third gear at about 120 kilometers an hour, and then towards turn 7, a corner that's taken at 131 kilometers an hour in third gear. Quite a technical part of the circuit to get right. There is second place, Sasha Norden, clear of Benjamin Pack, but this fight still rages on for fourth place. Sam Yongyan in the green and black car. To remind you, his main championship rival is Koba Powles, who is behind him, but now Powles and Sasha Norden go spinning. The 21 car getting it all wrong. That looked like it was on turn 10. Yes, it was between turns 9 and 10, but Sasha Norden able to recover fairly quickly, but he will drop back into the clutches of this fight that we're seeing here. I was about to say Draker Janssen continuing his charge forward. So Janssen now challenging Koba Powles. Let's have another look at this. It was into turn 9 and 10. There's Dirk Schouten. Nice bit of drifting there from Sasha Norden, but not a quick way of doing it. Of course, it allows Benjamin Pack up into that second place. Looks as though Norden's able to continue without too much drama, but no such issues there is Sam Yongyan in the fourth place. Koba Powles, Draker Janssen. And Draker Janssen, you could see when he was putting the pressure on for that position for fourth place. This is a replay of what happened earlier. Are we going to go 3 abreast at this moment? Not quite, but Draker Janssen, yes we are. Draker Janssen, audacious look around the outside. Koba Powles getting past his championship rival in the rookie championship, but Sam Yongyan coming back at him, trying to go the long way round. Draker Janssen getting his nose in as well. Brilliant fighting for fourth place from these drivers, and eventually it was Sam Yongyan who came out in front with Draker Janssen, the big gainer, up into fifth place. Koba Powles being relegated down one position despite getting his nose in front of Sam Yongyan at that point. So the fight continues. Sam Yongyan with Draker Janssen, the number 17 car. He got his first podium yesterday. A brilliant race from Draker Janssen, who really has found some incredible form here at the Red Bull Ring this weekend. Along the pit straight we come once again. Windscreen wipers running, but I don't think it's raining at the moment. It's Sam Yongyan in that fourth place. Draker Janssen just behind him. And Koba Powles, who lost that position because of that maneuver a little bit earlier on in the race. So there is our race leader, Dirk Schouten. 3.7 seconds ahead of Benjamin Pack. Sasha Norden coming back after that spin in third place. Draker Janssen, man on a mission to the outside of turn 3. The two cars almost making contact. Sam Yongyan moving across as much as he dared to close the door. Side by side in towards turn 4 they come. And it's Sam Yongyan on the outside, but Draker Janssen has the inside line. Yongyan gets it slowed down, but he loses that position. So Draker Janssen coming through, but Sam Yongyan fighting back. The outside became the inside, and now Draker Janssen on the inside line into the corner. What a great battle. Sam Yongyan ducks to the inside once again, steals the position back, and Draker Janssen has to do all that hard work. In the background, Koba Powles is watching this battle. It is for fourth place. What a phenomenal fight in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux here at the Red Bull Ring. Once again, advantage Sam Yongyan in that fourth place. Draker Janssen gonna have to do it all again. Koba Powles with the bigger picture in mind. Both Sam Yongyan and Koba Powles know that they cannot afford to record a non-finish because they are in the hunt for the rookie championship. Now the drivers looking for the dry part of the track. We didn't think we were going to see a dry line at all here today, but the drivers now trying to cool the wet weather tyres by trying to find wet parts of the track to cool the tyres down as well. Sam Yongyan in the fourth place. Draker Janssen lining him up once again. Out they go towards turn 3. Draker Janssen having a look to the outside, under braking. Will he duck back to the inside? And maybe a little tap from Draker Janssen on Sam Yongyan. We've got just over 12 minutes plus 1 lap remaining of this race. Into the pits is Nick Ho, so clearly some problems there. Looks like a tyre change for Nick Ho, or maybe they're going to try and put some slicks on it. I can't believe they would do that. Sam Yongyan in the 4th place still. Draker Janssen in 5th place. He had his nose in front briefly, but Sam Yongyan stole it back. Can he hold on for another 11.5 minutes plus 1 lap? Fastest lap of the race has been Sasha Norden. You can see that on your screen there. So Sasha Norden closing back in on Benjamin Pack. It's about a 7/10 of a second gap between 2nd and 3rd place. This is 4th place though. This has been a battle that has been raging all race long. Sam Yongyan in 4th place. Draker Janssen keeping it nice and tidy out of turn 9 into turn 10 they come. Janssen having a little look to the inside, out onto the pit straight they come once again. Janssen will pick up something of a slipstream as they head along past the pits in towards turn 1. Sam Yongyan has this covered off at the moment. In the background, Kobe Powers has just dropped back a little from this fight. Taking a wide line out of turn 1. Sam Yongyan running very wide indeed. Draker Janssen now sees his opportunity. This will take bravery in these slippery conditions. Flat out along turn 2 they come up the hill towards turn 3. Draker Janssen on the outside. Sam Yongyan has the position at the moment under braking. Janssen tucks back into the position behind Yongyan, but now he sees a gap on the inside. Yongyan moves across to try and shut the door. They go past the back marking Nick Ho car. The two cars absolutely neck and neck as they head towards turn 4. Just a little bit of rubbing, a lock up from Sam Yongyan. You saw the puff of blue smoke. Yongyan into the gravel trap. He tried to leave the braking as late as he could, but he sees his main championship rival, Cobra Powers, go sailing through. Having another look there, you saw the little puff of blue smoke, maybe a little lock up from Sam Yongyan, and Draker Janssen up into 4th place. And this is significant for the rookie championship because it is Cobra Powers who's found the route past Sam Yongyan as a result of that. 9 3/4 minutes plus 1 lap remaining. It's Dirk Schouten who leads the way. 3.2 seconds clear of Sasha Norden, who clearly has found a route past Benjamin Pack. After that moment, Sasha Norden getting back past the number 92 car, our pole sitter yesterday and today, in 3rd place, so still very much in a podium position. So there is Benjamin Pack in that 3rd place. There is our race leader, Dirk Schouten. If the race finished now, he would extend his championship lead over Paul Meyer, who is down in 9th place at the moment. So Paul Meyer would have a bigger gap ahead of him if the race finished now. There is Kalle Rovanperä fighting his way back while we've been looking at that battle for 4th place. Rovanperä up into 11th place, now challenging Domas Radonis for position. Radonis in 10th place at the moment. Ahead of them, 2nd in the championship, Paul Meyer. Paul Meyer will want to get every position that he can because at the moment his main championship rival Dirk Schouten is leading this race and is a long way up the road. Here comes Kalle Rovanperä on Domas Radonis. Once again they come, and that's in towards turn 4. A gap on the inside. Rovanperä will try and put his nose into that gap, but it's covered off by Domas Radonis, the Lithuanian driver who finished in 5th place at Assen just at the last round. Now fighting off the 2 times World Rally Champion. Just ahead of them is Jani Kakea as well. So Paul Meyer in 8th place. It'll be a good point score, but not enough. It will mean that if the race finishes as they are now, Dirk Schouten will extend his championship lead. But look at this, Sasha Norden, after that early spin, closing in on our race leader, Dirk Schouten. 1.3 seconds the last time they crossed the line. We're going to keep an eye on that. So Sasha Norden now just 1.3 seconds, and you can see that has reduced significantly just with each corner. So Dirk Schouten very much with the bigger picture in mind. Sasha Norden, who coming into this race is some 63.5 points adrift of the championship lead. Sasha Norden closing in, looking for a win. It would be his first win in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. Dirk Schouten, our race leader, needs to think about the bigger picture. Sasha Norden closing in on every corner. Up until now, Sasha Norden's best result in the overall race has been a couple of fourth places. That was at Spa and Zandvoort this year. He has never stood on the top step of the podium for the overall race. Now he sees the opportunity for a potential first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. He's got 6.5 minutes plus 1 lap to get past the yellow and orange car. Dirk Schouten, the driver with the very vocal fan club, will now have his mirrors full of the Dutch driver Sasha Norden. You can see the gap. It has closed down significantly. Just over 6.25 minutes remaining plus 1 lap. This is for the race lead. A gap on the inside. Sasha Norden alongside Dirk Schouten. Along the pit straight they come. In towards turn 1. Dirk Schouten will have the wider line, but Sasha Norden has the job done before they even reach the braking zone. It's car 21, Sasha Norden, who takes the lead of the race. Dirk Schouten will be thinking of the bigger picture. He knows he needs these points. Second place will see him still extend his championship significantly over Paul Meyer, who's currently in 7th place. But the race leader down into 2nd place, Sasha Norden, is your new race leader. Last year's Pro-Am champion, and it was him who got in front of Dirk Schouten along the pit straight in towards turn 1. It was a drag race, under braking into turn 1. And Sasha Norden taking the lead of the race. Draker Janssen, another of the Chargers here this weekend, up into 4th place at the moment. Benjamin Pack in that 3rd place as Wolters Veerdris, and it looks like slick tyres going on to the 121 car. So many of the drivers, maybe those that are a little bit further back, rolling the dice with just 5 minutes plus 1 lap remaining of this race. Sam Yongyan in, having recovered after that moment a little bit earlier on, fighting back through the pack. But Sam Yongyan, having had a fairly difficult time, is down in 17th place. So that is a bit of a disaster as far as his rookie championship challenge goes, because Cobra Powers is up in 5th place at the moment. And here comes our race leader now getting ready to lap Sam Yongyan, the driver who was looking like a possibility for a podium. And you wonder whether Sam Yongyan has got issues with his brakes. You saw that lock up into turn 1, and it may be that he's having problems getting the car slowed down. Maybe it's just more than traction, and maybe there's some other issues going on. But Sam Yongyan is not going to score well in this race, because we only have 4 minutes plus 1 lap remaining. Our race leader is Sasha Norden, who has already opened up a 2-second gap over Dirk Schouten. Kalle Rovanperä, having spun to the back of the pack, is already up into 7th place. What a phenomenal drive from car number 69. He's relegated Paul Meyer a position, and Paul Meyer will be aware that will be valuable points that will be slipping away. Rovanperä has taken an awful lot out of those tyres. You can see him drifting into the corner. The drivers on the wet weather tyres will be looking for the damp patches to try and keep those tyres cool. And any who are on slick tyres, I should think it would be lively in these conditions. 3 minutes and 20 seconds plus 1 lap remaining. Kalle Rovanperä in 7th place ahead of Paul Meyer. Up the road is Jurjen de Back, and de Back is some 2 seconds ahead of Kalle Rovanperä. Sasha Norden continuing to stretch his legs over Dirk Schouten, taking a very wide line out of the corner. Dirk Schouten in 2nd place. Benjamin Pack, the last of the podium positions. Less than 3 minutes plus 1 lap remaining. Sasha Norden for JW Race Service, leading the way, looking for his first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. With conditions like this, though, nothing is guaranteed until the checkered flag falls. He's got to hold it together for another 2.5 minutes plus 1 lap. There is Dirk Schouten. Just getting past Sam Yongyan. Yongyan, the back marking car, in 16th place. Looking down from turn 3 once again, our race leader first, second, the back marking Yongyan. In 3rd place in the background, you saw Benjamin Pack. It's Draker Janssen who's in 4th place, who is our leading rookie. Second in the rookie race is Cobra Powers ahead of Jurjen de Back. That's the 1, 2, 3 in the rookies. Our leading Pro-Am driver, Yanni Kakea, in 10th place overall. And he is ahead of second in the Pro-Am, Jules Grau, who is 13th overall in this race. Third in the rookies, Ziad Giris, and he's in 15th place overall. We're into the last minute and 3/4 plus 1 lap. Sasha Norden looking for the damp patches to keep those tyres cool. They will have had a lot of a beating in these conditions. With the track drying out, suddenly the wet weather tyres will start falling apart, and you can see Dirk Schuiten clearly struggling for pace now, because the back marking Sam Yongyan trying to retake and get back onto the lead lap. Well, he's not going to catch this car, I don't think, not in the next minute and 20 seconds, but certainly looking to get back in front of Dirk Schuiten. Dirk Schuiten does not need to be getting into a battle with Sam Yongyan, because Yongyan is that lap down. In the background, you can see Benjamin Pack also searching for the wet parts of the circuit to try and cool those wet weather tyres. There is Sam Yongyan, the back marking car. There is Dirk Schuiten, the driver who started on the second row of the grid and jumped into the lead, led for much of this race. And then Sasha Norden, who had that moment on the opening section of the race, coming through to take the lead of the race. There's Jurin de Back in 6th place, under pressure from Kalle Rovanperä. Paul Meyer there as well. Meyer will want every point he can get out of this race. He'll probably need to throw caution to the wind as he tries to get past Jurin de Back as well. But Rovanperä up into 6th place as he gets his nose in front of car number 4. Paul Meyer there as well as Domas Radonis also involved in this battle. All these cars are on the same lap. Jurin de Back coming back into that 6th place. So Kalle Rovanperä unable to make it stick. He would have taken an awful lot out of the tyres with his comeback through the pack. The clock is about to strike 0, so it's about a lap and a half left of this race. Paul Meyer has a look to the outside of Kalle Rovanperä, can't make it stick. And now Rovanperä to the inside of Jurin de Back, finally stealing that position away. But great driving from Jurin de Back. In 6th place now, down to 7th. Paul Meyer there as well. Domas Radonis, after that earlier moment, now at the back of that queue as well. So our race leader coming round to start what will be his final lap of the race. Our race leader is Sasha Norden. He's currently heading out along the pit straight. In 2nd place, it's Dirk Schuiten, still clear of Benjamin Pack, so still a good points haul ahead of that man there. Car number 7, Paul Meyer in 8th place. Paul Meyer would be very eager to get past Jurin de Back, because that will be valuable points. Jurin de Back in that 7th place. P7 offers 9 points, P8 offers 8 points, so there would be an extra point that Paul Meyer would be able to pick up if he could get past Jurin de Back. There is Dirk Schuiten in 2nd place. He's been caught by Benjamin Pack, and you do get the feeling that Dirk Schuiten's tyres may well have cried enough. And Sam Yongyan has been able to unlap himself from Dirk Schuiten. But coming up behind Dirk Schuiten is Benjamin Pack. Is Benjamin Pack going to make a challenge for 2nd place in this final lap of the race? There's your race leader heading into turns 6 and 7 for the very last time. Dirk Schuiten in 2nd place. He looks to have Benjamin Pack covered off at the moment, but Pack will know that Dirk Schuiten will not want to take any risks with his championship lead. In towards turn 9 for the very last time. Sasha Norden can almost sense the end of this race. He's into turn 9 now. Then it's just one more corner. It's gonna be a first ever race win for Sasha Norden in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux here at the Red Bull Ring. Sasha Norden conquering the conditions, bringing it home, and it's Dirk Schuiten who holds off Benjamin Pack just at the line to take 2nd place. Benjamin Pack in 3rd place. Draker Janssen, another solid job from him. He'll come home in 4th place. The rest of the cars coming through. Paul Meyer is in front of Jurin de Back, so 7th place for Paul Meyer. That's as far as he is going to go. Our rookie winner, Draker Janssen, his 2nd rookie win this weekend ahead of Cobra Powell's, who will extend his championship lead in the rookie championship over Sam Yongyan. Sam Yongyan coming home in 16th place and 7th in the rookies. So we will get points, but he will see Cobra Powers extending the lead in the Rookie Championship with just 2 races remaining. But the headline of the day, Sasha Norden taking a race win, his first ever overall race win in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. The driver who was the Pro-Am champion last year, he had 5 wins in the Pro-Am championship last year, finished 8th overall, but he takes the top step of the podium here in race 2 at the Red Bull Ring, with Dirk Schouten in second, Benjamin Pack the podium finishers, Draker Janssen, solid job once again into 4th place ahead of Cobra Powers. Kalle Rovanperä fighting from the absolute back of the pack up to 6th place. So solid job after such a difficult start to the race. Paul Meyer in 7th place will pick up championship points there. Jeroen de Back in 8th. Domas Radonas in 9th. Ahead of Yannick Kakea, Thomas Kangro, Niels Langeveld, who had a fairly quiet race. Niels Langeveld dropping back through the pack. Then Jules Grau, Alex Ryman and Ziad Geris rounding out to the top 15. In 16th place was Sam Yongyan, Voltas Viedris in 17th, then Nick Ho and Mike Rosenberg was a non-finisher. The winner in the rookie race, Draker Janssen. The winner in the Pro-Am race, Yannick Kakea. So exciting stuff. That was worth the wait after such a difficult race yesterday with the rain coming down and the poor visibility. We got a break in the weather just in time for race 2 of the weekend, race 10 of the season for Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. And what a race it was. Some fantastic battles up and down the grid. And Sasha Norden, despite that spin, coming back to take the overall win in the race for JW Race Service, his first ever win in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. So the car's now just in their cool down lap and heading back towards Parc Fermé. We're hoping to bring you the podium if we possibly can. We are running extremely late. You'll be aware that the race started some half an hour later than it was due to because of the inclement weather. We've had a number of red flags and stoppages, but we're going to try and get the drivers onto the podium as quickly as possible. And we hope to be able to bring you some pictures of that. But Sasha Norden, we knew it wasn't going to be long before he took his first win. He's been bubbling under for so long. And Sasha Norden, the Pro-Am champion from last year, finally can call himself a race winner in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. The Dutch driver for JW Race Service. And there is a man who was clearly struggling with traction, Dirk Schouten. But a good job done by him and great sportsmanship. Of course, a fellow Dutch driver, and a lot of these drivers are friends as well. Onto the roof of the car, Sasha Norden, along with Dirk Schouten to celebrate with him. Great sportsmanship. The 1-2, Benjamin Pack there as well, the Belgium driver for D'Ieteren Luxury Performance. P1 baby! P1 baby indeed for Sasha Norden. So he will be escorted onto the podium with much gusto. Take a few moments to get him up there, but hopefully we will see him on there. He's been bubbling under for so long, Sasha Norden, and it was only a matter of time before he was going to get a win. He had a 4th place at the season opener at Spa, and he got a 4th place at Zandvoort. As I already said, Pro-Am champion from last year, but it was in this race here. He started from the front row. There was Benjamin Pack, who got the best launch in towards turn 1, but Dirk Schouten, what a start around the outside from the second row to take the lead of the race. His biggest challenge early on was going to come from Kalle Rovanperä. Rovanperä finding a gap on Dirk Schouten, but then losing the back end, spinning off into the gravel trap. It took him an awful long time to get the car rolling again, but still Rovanperä was able to come back to 6th place. There was also Domas Radonis, who had a spin out of turn 10 onto the pit straight, avoided any contact, and Dirk Schouten extended his lead at the front over Sasha Norden, who had the obligatory spin in turn 9. He kept it going and somehow reeled in our race leader, Another driver to succumb to the conditions, Sam Yongyan, after such a thrilling battle, 4th place with Draker Janssen sliding off into the gravel trap. But Sasha Norden, after that moment, coming back through the pack to eventually overtake Dirk Schouten for the lead of the race. And Dirk Schouten struggling to stay with car 21 because the gap when they crossed the line was 4.6 seconds. A phenomenal job from Sasha Norden. Celebrations in Parc Fermé and great sportsmanship from Dirk Schouten, coming to congratulate his fellow countrymen. I don't think we're going to see the podium for the rookies, so just to highlight, Draker Janssen, the winner in the rookies ahead of Koba Powells, and 3rd in the rookies. A good finish for Jurien de Back. That will be his 2nd ever rookie podium. The winner in the Pro-Ams, Yanni Kakea. 2nd in the Pro-Ams, Jules Grau. And 3rd in the Pro-Ams, Ziad Giris. For everybody who has been watching this weekend, we say thank you. For the Porsche Carrera Benelux crew who have been working in some horrific conditions this weekend, we say go and get yourself a hot drink and sit down. You've done a phenomenal job. Thank you for bringing us this entertainment. And I know an awful lot of people are joining us from around the world who have been watching. We have many people who have been cheering on the likes of Kalle Rovanperä, Dirk Schouten, and many others, and I hope you have been suitably entertained. Race 2 of the weekend, race 10 of the season, has been thoroughly entertaining. From here, we have just 2 races left. The championship is very much up for grabs. So Dirk Schouten finished in 2nd place, and Paul Meyer finished in 7th place. So I'm just doing a few sums here. By my calculations, Dirk Schouten now leads Paul Meyer by 21.5 points. Benjamin Pack in that 3rd place is 34.5 points adrift. Sasha Norden, with that win, it does move him up the points championship, but he's going to be a little bit off the race leaders still, because he will pick up 25 points. That'll take him to 108, so that'll be about 31 points or thereabouts adrift of Dirk Schouten at the top of the points standing. So Sasha Norden still with a mountain to climb, but what a phenomenal job in the rookie standings. Well, Koba Powells will get a 2nd place, so that'll be 20 points for that. Sam Yongyan with a 7th place in the rookie standings. That will mean that Koba Powells will extend his lead in the rookie championship to 27.5 points. There are still, after today, there are still 51 points available, so it's not out of the question. It's only 1 DNF would put Sam Yongyan to the top of the point standings, but starting to look like a bit of a steep mountain to climb with just 1 round to go. In the Pro-Ams, Yanni Kakea taking another win, surely with one hand on the trophy. Jules Grau, 2nd in the Pro-Am race today, is 12.5 points adrift by my calculations. So Yanni Kakea extending his lead slightly in the Pro-Am race. So all the championships going to go down to the last round. This has been such a competitive season in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. We have seen one driver dominating in previous seasons, no such issues this year. So many good drivers, so much talent, and it is looking like Dirk Schouten, who is the strongest at the moment, but he must be feeling the pressure from Paul Meyer, Benjamin Pack, and Sam Yongyan. Of course, Kalle Rovanperä, coming into this race, was in 8th place in the standings, 77 points adrift, but he has missed a couple of rounds as a result of being involved in the World Rally Championship and other events. Right, we finally got some drivers on to the podium. 3rd place, Benjamin Pack. Dirk Schouten with his customary dance. He'll be happy with that, conquering the conditions. But a 1st ever race win for Sasha Norden from JW Race Service, and a representative from JW Race Service onto the podium as well. Brilliant stuff. What a drive from Sasha Norden. So national anthem done, and in a few moments the drivers will receive their trophies from Olivier Arts, the organiser of this fantastic series, Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux, the series that has launched so many careers. Maybe 3 superstars that will go on to even greater things in the future, receiving first, second and third. But the headline from the Red Bull Ring, Sasha Norden is a race winner in Porsche Carrera Cup Benelux. We're going to be heading to Belgium next. We hope the weather conditions will be better. We're going to be heading to Zolder. We'll see you then in October. Bye-bye.